Hey you guys, how's it going? Welcome to my 25,000 subscriber milestone video. That is crazy. That's just crazy. Like 25,000 people liked some of my content enough to subscribe. Like what? That's crazy. When I did this on the first take, I kind of walked through like my YouTube life, my family life, and then like streaming. So let's start with YouTube, and then we'll probably do streaming next because that makes more sense. But so YouTube with Kingdom Hearts 3. I started about 3 or 4 years ago. Didn't think anybody would really care. Like there was already a lot of like big names and like analytical people there that still are in the community. And so I thought like, why would anyone care about my opinion? I feel like I was able to like bring like a casual look to things, and then like also just be able to connect a bunch of different attacks to like previous games, which I think is really cool. I love how Kingdom Hearts, goes through, like they set up like combat, right, for each character, and they really stick to that style of combat for each character, and I think that's cool to look back through the games and see that line of logic, I guess, through their combat or something. I don't know. But I thought I was like not nervous anymore, but I'm still nervous. And so I started with the form changes and was able to really, like, no one was talking about form changes, which is crazy looking back now of like, how was nobody talking about this? Because now like I'll see on Twitter like, right, like people like pull up these cool animations and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's so cool. Like 3 years later, like people are still talking about it. Or 2.5 years. 2.5 years. And like it shows like there was so much care and detail put into those animations, that people are still looking at them and talking about them. So yeah, then after the game came out, I worked on a bunch of breakdowns. It really wasn't until my Ultimate Form breakdown that things really started kicking off. And I just released Welcome to Critical Mode, which is one of my first like big memes. So it was really funny that like that Wednesday I released Welcome to Critical Mode, and then that Saturday I released Ultimate Form or something like that. So that was really cool. And it's just grown from there, which is insane. Like I remember like watching, like I went to bed at like a couple hundred subscribers, and waking up to like over 1,000 was just, whew, that was a crazy time. But then like after I finished like all those form changes, I moved on to drive forms and command styles and did all of those things. Still putting out memes, and then Remind came out, and then I covered double form and light form and dark form, and yeah, it was really fun. And that was like, I think that my son was born like the week of, it was something crazy. I think it released like, my son was born the week after Remind came out, which is crazy to think about. Cause that was a time. Man, I think I stayed up all night too. Like I think I stayed up all night to like play through Remind and like get a bunch of like content kind of like ready, and then like I had Henry and took off a couple weeks. But man, that was a crazy time. Can't do that now. But and then I got partnered with Square Enix, which is just like, I don't even know how to like to like still process that, but that's been like amazing to work with a company that like I've played like so many of their games, and just such a cool opportunity. And that's not even thanks to me, but it's thanks to you guys of like watching my content and building out this community. And so I got to play like Nier Replicant and Final Fantasy VII Remake and a bunch of other games because of you, and that's just, thank you. Like I don't know what words to say to express that, but with streaming, I actually started streaming on YouTube for a while, a really long time actually. I think I was streaming when I started like making Kingdom Hearts content, so it's kind of been hand in hand the whole time. I didn't really move over to Twitch though until I think with Remind. I think Remind was one of the last few streams that I did for YouTube, and then we moved over to Twitch, and I've loved Twitch. Twitch has been, it's just so different, and I feel like it's like I get to kind of create a different community over on Twitch of like, it's smaller and I know people that come by and that's been really cool. Because I think with YouTube, you know, the community gets so big that it's hard for me to really like connect with every single person, right, that comments or watches my content now. And so being able to connect with people like over on Twitch and on like a much smaller group has been really nice. And if you know, I'm over on Twitch if you want to watch me. But yeah, I've been playing a ton of Final Fantasy XIV. I've fallen in love with that game. If you haven't noticed, I don't really actually post a lot about it on YouTube, so you might not have noticed. But if you follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, you probably noticed that Final Fantasy XIV has taken over my life. Oh man. But yeah, I've loved that, and I've been so excited to play that game and to make content on it, and that's where Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of like I had that same feeling of like I'm so excited to play this, and I'm so excited to make content on this, and I'm so excited to like dive into this game. And so I want to start making content on 14. Obviously, I'm not gonna stop making content on Kingdom Hearts, right? Like I have a bunch of ideas for video essays and breakdowns and memes and like mod content. So Kingdom Hearts isn't going anywhere, but I really do want to shift my focus to more edited videos. Lately it's been like I feel like I haven't had a lot of time to make like a lot of content, and also like I feel like I haven't had time to like make a lot of content and also have that content be like high quality. And so that's one thing I want to focus on moving forward on the channel, is just like maybe not sticking to a deadline of like, you know, 2 videos out a week, but just like, you know, when I release a video I feel good about it. And I want to get to that point of like, I don't want to release a video just to like release a video, to stay on a schedule. I want to release a video that I'm happy with. And I'm like moving my hands, but you can't see them. So well, actually I think you can see shadows maybe. So yeah, that's where I'm at on Twitch. Of just like I want to play what I enjoy playing, and right now I enjoy playing 14. And lastly, I kind of already talked about a little bit of just like not having a lot of time. Like my family's growing, so I have Henry, who's 1.5 years old now, which is crazy. But also like my daughter is gonna be born in December. You didn't know I'm having a daughter? Woo! In December. Yeah, I'm so excited to have another kiddo running around or rolling around. But yeah, like I like as my family gets bigger, like that is like my top priority. And also I work a full-time job now, and that takes a lot of time too. And so like with the little amount of time I have, I wanted to, you know, make content that I like and that I enjoy, that I'm interested in. And hopefully you're interested in it too, because I don't just want to like put out content to put out content. I want to add something, and I want to inspire people, I guess. Like that seems like, I don't know, that seems like a way too egotistical of me to be like, I want to inspire people. But like I do, like I was inspired by creators, and I think a lot of people, like the reason they do YouTube is because they were inspired by somebody else. But yeah, so hopefully, I don't know, I want to make content that's engaging, exciting, and informative. And that's what I feel about like 14. Like I think I can make some really cool content on that, and I want to try that. Thank you guys so much for your support, be that with views or sharing my videos or subscribing. It does mean the world to me. Like it's crazy that I could just be like nerding out over Kingdom Hearts, and people want to see that. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. You know, if you want to follow me here, you can subscribe, follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. Very active on Twitter, too active on Twitter to be honest. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.